What's up, internet? This is my review of my new Spyderco Caspian I Salt. I have it here on my everyday carry rig. It's a Decline backpack. I just kind of carry this with me everywhere. I ride a motorcycle a lot and always have it with me, so I kind of wanted a knife that I had easy access to for whatever reason. I also take this bag on like hikes, and I actually take it to work with me, so it's never very far away. So it's kind of outfitted to have your typical everyday stuff. Like obviously the Caspian right here. I have a stream light, flashlight. Got some regular first aid stuff in here. Some bandages and some stuff. Quick clot, that stuff's pretty good. See, some paracord. The camera that I'm recording this on, and backup knife, Gerber, kind of a fighting knife, Rex Applegate inspired, quick plug for them. Just some S-beaners and other attachment stuff. I have some gloves in here, paracord, monocular, cool little monocular, 30X. I have my concealed carry gun in here. Always gotta have that with you. I have a permit for that guy. It's a car CW40. I have a mini tool and Sharpies and stuff like that. Pretty much your typical everyday stuff that you kind of want to have with you at all times. I guess that was a little bit of a tangent, but back to the knife itself. I am a lefty, so this is on my right shoulder, accessible. My left hand pulls right out of the sheath. Here it is, all of its glory. Spyderco, typical razor sharp, surgical sharp whenever you get it. I guess the standard test is I don't have any more hair on my arms because everyone asks how sharp it is, and you always shave a little spot on your arm, and eventually you can't do that anymore because you're all shaved. But here's another test: is if you rest the blade against your fingernail, it should stick if it's really sharp, and you can get a pretty high angle on your fingernail and it still sticks. So it's pretty sharp. You can also do the paper test. That cuts, not tearing. So Spyderco sharp as usual. To the knife itself, it is a strange looking knife. It has this finger hole. It's actually Fred Perrenholz, I think, who invented that, and Spyderco actually mentions him on it. Here's a typical grip that I think that they expect you to use, finger through the hole. It's designed this way for it's as a diving knife. I obviously don't dive, but I wanted a smaller fixed blade knife for my carry rig right here. And the main benefit why I love this knife so much is this hole allows you to work with something. You need something to cut. You cut some rope or something, and then you want to tie the rope to something else. Your hand is free to open. You can tie stuff. You can do whatever you want to do, and that's good for divers, but I saw it as good for everyone, so that's why I like it. Here's a typical grip. You can also, it's still pretty comfortable without using the hole, but I like to take advantage of it. It feels good. You could also reverse grip it. It's pretty comfortable. That way's not as comfortable for me, but it's pretty secure no matter how you grip it. I have normal sized hands, I guess, but I do have gloves, motorcycle gloves and all that stuff, and the hole is large enough for gloves, for me at least. It has the lanyard attachment up top and down below. That's a lanyard attachment, but also a typical Spyderco indicator. It has this cord cutter on the back. Cuts pretty well. I wish for me that I don't really like serrations as much as I like straight edge, especially since this already has a cord cutter in the back. I would like to have one with a full plain edge, but that's just me. They don't have that option though. Another big thing about this knife, and why I'm sure a lot of people like it and why it's specifically a diving knife, is because it's of the use of H1 steel. H1 steel is nitrogen based instead of carbon based. I'm sure if you're watching this video you already know the plus sides of it, but it's guaranteed not to rust. The nitrogen in it won't rust like carbon does when it interacts with chloride. So this is great for like salt water and stuff like that. And I know some people have mentioned that they get rust right here around the H1 symbol, but that is not the knife rusting. It's from the tooling when they engrave that H1 in there, that the leftover residue is what rusts. So if you clean that out, it's not the actual blade rusting, so don't freak out. But I guess we can rattle off some stats here. It's 7 5/16 length overall. It's a small fixed blade, but still big enough to get the job done, I think. The blade length is 4.5 inches, but on something so out of the box as this, it's kind of a gray area is what you consider the blade length, because the actual cutting edge is, you can see right here, it's much less than that. I guess they maybe count this jimped area right here, but the cutting edge is 3 1/8 inches, and the thickness of it pretty thin, but it's pretty stout. In an emergency you could use it as another tool, maybe pry along with his back or something like that. Open some clams, I guess, for divers. I don't know what you're trying to use that for, but it's 1/8 of an inch thick. It's pretty light. It's 2.5 ounces. Get my Delica Wave in here. Here's a Spyderco Delica for a size comparison. Overall length is about the same, but the blade's a little bit bigger there. Get a good look at that. Delica Wave, also my everyday carry. You can see the clip's worn out. Not worn out, but beat up a little bit. But the Caspian is a lot lighter. Hollowed out right here for weight and stuff also. FRN handle, volcano grip. Pretty nice. Definitely secondary to this Fred Perrin hole, because you're not letting go of that thing unless you really want to. So I just really like this knife. It was exactly what I was looking for. The sheath is another plus and minus, I guess. It is ambidextrous, so if you're right-handed you can put it in that way. If you're left-handed you can put it in this way. The brilliance in the sheath is the fact that the Fred Perrin hole clicks in there nicely, holds it by the Fred Perrin hole, and when you draw it, I have the wrong hand here, I'm trying to show you for the camera, but this would normally be your index finger, and you push it with your finger as you're drawing it. And normally, here, we'll do it this way. Put your index finger in there to press the lock as you're drawing it, and it just kind of falls into your hand, grips. You're not going to drop it. This sheath does have to break in a little bit, loosening up the more I use it, especially since I have it mounted on my backpack strap at an angle. When I'm wearing this, the strap's not straight, so you can feel the point kind of breaking in at the tip, because it's on this curved surface. It's trying to curve the sheath, so it's almost binds up there. I don't know if you're going to put on like a life jacket or something like that. It works better if you mount it to something straight. It comes with some straps that are fabric straps. Not good if you're a diver. I don't think they should be rubber so they don't move around, but I have it on here with some zip ties. Clicks in there nice. I love this knife. It was perfect for what I wanted, even though it's not what it was designed for. I'm not a diver, but I do like the Caspian. The other thing to mention real quick is some people get mixed up. There are two versions of this knife. This is a Caspian or original or Caspian I, but this is a Caspian. You can see right here it has a pointed tip instead of the Caspian II Salt has a blunt tip, which is for rescue type stuff, so you can cut something on, if someone's tangled in something. This one, if you tried to scoop under that, you'd stab yourself pretty bad, but you scoop under it with the flat blade, you turn the knife up and cut away, and you won't cut the person or the fish or whatever you're trying to save. That's more for rescue, or if you drop the knife, supposedly if you drop the knife it won't stab your raft or your leg or whatever, but since I'm not really using this for rescue and diving, I got the more utility pointed tip on this one. But do like this knife, recommend it, and that's about it. So hope you enjoyed it. Check in later. See ya.